balance. Okay. AB is the winner today, by the way. He's the very first one in, and then Cali Connect was running a close second. And I went through the whole, you guys are the winners, y'all are the greatest. We are the champions. We are the champions. Okay. And then I started in on my video. And then I looked down and you couldn't hear me. So damn it. And I apologize. Okay. Hey, calming the chaos. Well, so calming the chaos can definitely tell you that the silent treatment is actually very passive aggressive. It's a tool of control, correct? Um, and it leaves people feeling unsure of themselves, and it destroys confidence, and it tears down relationships quickly and effectively. So, people that use the silent treatment, I think these are people that are more interested in creating discomfort in others than they are in actually being connected, solving an issue, and then moving together, as a couple, whether it's friendship or whatever, but moving forward then into the relationship. So I'm always suspect with the silent treatment kind of stuff, usually where there's silent treatment, it doesn't take much to find, you know, emotional manipulation and abuse. But no silent treatment here. This girl, when she gets mad, you will know it. there will be no doubt in your mind that I am unhappy with the way something has happened. All right. But I put it out on the table and I say, how are we going to fix this? And then we move forward from it, right? And to me, that's the best way to go for everybody involved. And I want people to do the same with me. If I make you mad or disappoint you, let's put it on the table. Let's deal with it and move on in a better place, right? All right. Okay, exactly, Elizabeth. Yep, absolutely. So let me jump on into this thing here. Okay, so yesterday, if you listened to my rather long live, then you saw that I wasn't really I haven't really found too much to take issue with related to Stephen Collier, the husband of Debbie. And I'm trying to be really fair here and err on the side of I only know as much as what the newspapers and the press conferences have put out. So I can't walk around all self-confident thinking that I know it all. I'm just reacting on the available information. And so, I'm aware, I'm really open, we don't the stuff coming out about Stephen Collier is pretty he seems to be a pretty solid guy, not much reason to be uncomfortable. And then the information coming out from Amanda and Andrew is not comfortable. It is um, quite concerning. Now, I do look at Andrew kind of as another victim. I can tell you that. Amanda definitely has worn the pants in the relationship, and Andrew's sort of been knocked around, which is kind of sad because physiologically, he's a pretty strong guy, top wrestler in his day, pretty good with the whole MMA thing. And he just kind of seems like he got into this relationship with this girl, and she's very, anyway, that's not really so Andrew. I'm still working on the whole Andrew problem, but he's kind of on the back burner right now. And after I finished with my live yesterday, I got some emails and a few comments left on the videos and whatnot that sort of questioned why I didn't feel uncomfortable about Stephen. And at the very least, his phone call to the police, his 911 call, it's a bit self-serving. Oh, I've been at work all day. I worked until blah, blah, blah. And he automatically just launches into his 911 call from the perspective of, here's my alibi, right? So, and I can accept that. I'm sure in this day and age, if your husband or wife were to go missing or your boyfriend or girlfriend, people are looking at you. You know that, right? So you would want to get that out there and say, hey, don't waste time looking at me. You can tell, here's where I was, and there's plenty of people that were with me and saw me. But because so many people kind of, well, not a lot of people, but specific people that I really respect their opinion, and they thought, really? Because I'm getting a bad feeling from this guy. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I got this wrong, right? So I spent the evening, because I am not sleeping, because I can't lay down, because then, I can't breathe. So while I was up all night, I was listening, and I had the goal. I want to go back and I want to listen to anything related to Stephen Collier that we have. And it jumped out at me at that point then. When I went back and I re-listened, because I'd been doing a lot doing Amanda, because she was going to really be my next video. But when I went back and decided to listen to the stuff related to Stephen, when I went back and I re-listened to the 911 call, then it jumps out at me again. Like I'd listened to the call maybe 3-4 times, but then when I listened to it last night, one sentence just jumped at me, and I said, "Oh no, this is not good." Now, it seems really benign when you hear it, but when you compare it to exactly what the police said in their press conference, what the cops said about Amanda, then it is curious. It's really an odd, it's a really weird thing for them to disagree on. It's a little bit too specific, if you know what I mean. So Amanda gives a statement to the police, and she says, all my mom had was her driver's license and her credit card. But then you go back and you listen to Stephen's 911 call, and he says that the only thing at the house is the driver's license and the credit card. Weird, right? And I thought, gosh, that is very strange. Like, really? Well, for one thing, do you really believe this woman only had one credit card? Doubtful. Maybe they meant the debit card. I could get that. Let's see. I'm suspicious of all three of them. Okay. So this discrepancy is quite strange, that they name it, especially in a day and age. Go through the pictures of Debbie Collier. This was a woman who was dressed to the nines. She, loves accessorizing. She is matchy. She loves jewelry. I mean, this woman is one of those kinds of women that's got a lot of stuff, right? It's the stuff that make us all pretty and stuff, right? So she's one of these women that has a lot of things, accessories and whatnot. And so it's, first of all, it's a bit odd to think about, well, how the hell do you know what she's carrying around? Did you see her purse? That purse got a lot of room for a lot of things. I do not believe she had one credit card. I just don't believe that's possible with a clothes horse. So I thought it strange that the specificity of pointing and saying driver's license, credit card, that's specific for a woman who accessorizes. And then the fact that, oops, someone got the story wrong. Was that the only thing she had? Is that the only thing she took with her? Or is it the only thing that she did not take? Because Stephen Collier says that she did not take it. He says that the car's gone, blah, 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 but she left her driver's license and credit card. Weird, right? But then magically, Amanda says exactly the opposite. She says that the only thing her mother took with her was her driver's license and her credit card. Now later on, the whole purse thing, and there have been people that have had this discussion. I haven't really heard anybody say anything about this discrepancy between their Stephen's statement and Amanda's statement related to the driver's license and credit card. If somebody else has already talked about that, I apologize. I just haven't heard that. I have 2 driver's licenses. Well, thing one, then you're breaking the law, because it is illegal to have more than 1 driver's license in your possession at any time. That's, the cops get upset about that. They actually take your or they're supposed to take your old license when they give you the new license. A lot of people say, well, I lost my license, but, and then maybe find the lost one later. But anyway, if it's a valid driver's license, there's only supposed to be 1 valid driver's license at any point. Okay. So that's a weird discrepancy. Okay. Now, so I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking, well, so someone got mixed up on their story. We don't know which one got mixed up. Who's the one that screwed up? The one that said that she did not take her driver's license, that she left it at the house? Or the one who said, oh, she only took her driver's license? Like, which one of those is the real story, and which person messed it up? I think Stephen is the one that messed it up. And then, there is now this conversation about the parking lot video, when what time Debbie Collier left the store, the fact that she parks a second time, and that would have been about the same time that the $23.85 was Venmo'd from Stephen Collier's account. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, when she stops the car a second time in the parking lot, she's sending a Venmo. I don't think so. After realizing the discrepancy in the driver's license and credit card information, I'm wondering, was she alerted to the Venmo being sent? Was it in fact actually Stephen who sent the Venmo? Now, the cops have verified to us that Amanda received the cash. They had a press conference was it the 30th? It wasn't yesterday, so it was the 30th. They did a press conference and they verified, this is something they had not previously verified, but they verified that Amanda did receive the $23.85, but there's still not been a verification from which device the Venmo originated. We know that it originated from Stephen's account. And I find that to be a bit strange. Why would the cops care? Why would they be refusing to verify that if they're going to, Amanda says that her mother sent her the $23.85. So why aren't the cops stating it that way? But they're not, I don't think, unless I missed something. So what will we think? What will you guys, how does it change your calculus if it turns out that it was actually Stephen Collier's device that sent the Venmo? Now, as Stephen Collier, he told the cops that he didn't know anything about the money, that he doesn't know about the money, that the stepdaughter, Amanda, said, I got a text from mom and here's what it said. And Amanda said, my mom Venmo'd me money. But my thoughts are, well, what if the money did not originate from Debbie Collier's telephone? What if it actually originated from Stephen's phone? And then we go back to the message, they won't let me go, love you. The key is blah, 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 blah. Is Stephen sending that money to Amanda? And are they meeting somewhere? Right? So that is wild speculation. Let me own it. I'm going to own it. Don't go running around repeating it, saying, oh, let me tell you what happened. No, no, no. Wild speculation. Brainstorming. Okay. And with brainstorming, there's no limitations. You let your imagination go to the farthest end to generate ideas, and then you refine it and you pull it back to the middle before you finally develop your null hypothesis and whatnot. So um, if Stephen and Amanda had prepared a story together, Amanda fulfills her part and gives her part of the story to the cops. Stephen gets confused on his 911 call. You can even hear him talking to somebody. I think Amanda was in the room with him. He gets the story wrong about the driver's license, credit card, and purse. And then Amanda comes back later and cleans it all up. But then you have to say to yourself, what did the message mean that went with the 2385? And was it Debbie in the parking lot receiving notification that the Venmo transfer occurred, and she was trying to figure out what the hell's going on? She was sitting there for 10 minutes. What the hell's going on? What do you mean you sent $2,300? Why? What's that about? So, lot of, one thing is for sure, even in the middle of speculation and whatnot, one thing is for sure is that this is a curious crime. And the cops have said, this is going to take us longer than it might normally take us to go through this process. And now you're beginning to see why. It could be something else that's going on. Now, I got another video coming out about Andrew, and it is the wildest speculation imaginable. And so you can look forward to that. I continue to be very uncomfortable with the video of Debbie Collier in the Family Dollar store. There is something about her that doesn't feel right. So that will be the next video. Is I'm going to put up the information to compare, and so you can see why I think it feels wrong. All right. But for today, Stephen Collier's 911 call and Amanda's original statement to the police are completely opposite. Huge discrepancy when it comes to the credit card, the driver's license, and the purse. All right. Y'all are wonderful and awesome. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna have a lot of these short videos because I don't want the information to get lost in the chatter. Okay. All right. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Your messages are very kind, and I appreciate, all your well wishes and whatnot. So thank you so much. And as I said, my next video, we're going to look at Debbie Collier in the Family Dollar, and specifically what it is that's bothering me. Okay. All right. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Bye.